Hannon's Handicap Day. I'm joined by Chrishane Warren. And Chrishane, so far a brilliant day of racing and a very warm day here in the Goldfields.
Oh, it's a swelter. Good afternoon to you, Brittany, and everyone listening in there at home on Sky Thoroughbred Central. What a cracking afternoon we're in for. And, of course, the next race is the big one. It's the Tab Touch Hannon's Handicap. We're all looking forward to it.
We cannot wait for the Hannons. It looks a great addition this year with plenty of chances. Tell them We're Coming is your favourite. But so far today, we're seeing every leader has won. Does that make you sort of look at the form and reassess going into the back half of the meeting?
Yeah, look, on top of the ground up here in Kalgoorlie, and with those, with the weather being so warm, it's just dried the track right up. So, look, they put some irrigation on during the week, 26 mil, no rainfall, but nevertheless, it's firmed right up. So the footing and the ground, you do need a horse to be on speed.
All right, let's take a look at them for this event here. It is the 6th race. This one is the 5th leg handicap. It's over the mile. The first horse is a scratching, so we move to the 2 here in Scooter's Machine. David Smith prepares, and Bo Banovic Edwards here for just the one ride in Kalgoorlie. 58.5 kilos it will carry. Scooter's Machine, the 2.
Yeah, race wide throughout last time out, but form has tapered off slightly with Scooter's Machine. Can show a lot of speed from the gate, and you'd expect from gate 2 that he'll be forward today. Gluten Free is the 3, Peter Fernie and Mitch Payman. Yeah, that's just going out now. Looks well in the coat, gluten-free, deep the trip last start, but a shade disappointing. Should be further improved up to the mile, which is, again, another question mark. Yeah, a couple of question marks on this 4-year-old gingerbread man, but does have speed, so he can park up over the speed claims. He's just $6 into $5.50 in the time we've been talking about him. The 4 Highest Regard, this comes from the Darren McAuliffe camp. Ben Patterson is in the saddle. This horse dropping back to the mile here today after contesting a 2,200 metre event last start. Yeah, he won narrowly 2 starts back at Northern. That was over the mile and down the track at Belmont last start. But there were excuses, and we heard that from trainer Darren McAuliffe on radio this morning, that it was trainer error, and expect him to go really well today. I think it's a leading hope. He did look a treat in the yard, Highest Regard. Really a healthy coat, shiny coat, Highest Regard. And his first time here in Cal, so gets his first attempt here at the Goldfields track. The 5 Campaign, previously again jammy runner, now in the care of Gordon Key. Andrew Castle takes the ride. Yeah, Gordon just passing us now. And look, he ran well. Fresh Campaign here. That was a couple of weeks ago. It obviously warranted another trip up up from Pingerup. And look, he looked a bit less heavy in the coat this time and in the build today. So look, expect further improvement by Campaign. There's been some support for him. Harold's Son is the 6, 10 out to $18. There's been a few drifters here. Peter Fernie prepares Harold's Son. It is to be ridden by Jade McNaught. Yeah, he's only battled to the wire here last start, and I think his run before that was only fair as well, and they weren't scared to back him either last start with Pike aboard, but I think others are better here. Tap the Go-Go is the 7. This is your favourite, William Pike, already with 3 winners on today's program. When you looked at his rides to start the day, it looked on paper like he could have an absolute field day here, and so far has the 3 winners on the board. Tap the Go-Go is yet another favourite. This horse opened at $3.20 with Tab Touch, now into $2.35 favourite for the Dan and Ben Pearce camp, and as I said, William Pike rides. Yeah, well, he's been ready to win all preparation, Tap the Go-Go, but look, natural back marker, and we haven't seen them really make ground at all today. I think they've just been too sharp at the front end. But look, the form around this horse really does stack up. Dormamada and Swift Mirage, Laurentinio as well. Tap the Go-Go, so a deserving favourite, but has to defy the on-pace bias. I suppose out to the mile. We also saw the staying race as well earlier on in the day. It gives them a little bit more of an opportunity to make ground. And I think the key was it was really good in the finish last start, or she rather, the Discourcy mare, Tap the Go-Go. It was really good in finishing through the line, and that was over 1,400 on that occasion. It was in a fast run 1,400 the start before, so you would think the mile will be right up her alley. The 8 is Nord Avenir for Lindsay Smith and Chris Parnham. Yeah, another one that Lindsay Smith has been able to bring up here and turn its form right around. It won its maiden over this journey last start. Look, this is a lot tougher. Nord Avenue, it did have the box seat run last start.
The 9 is Pro Zone, 18 out to $26. Brett Matthews, Fiona Bell. It's an on-pace galloper that's drawn the outside.
Yeah, definitely right. Camped over the speed this one can be. And I thought it was a much improved run the other day here. Can park over the speed, has won at this distance. Just don't take lightly, Pro Zone.
This or that is the 10, and it's currently a $10 chance. John Lugg and Brad Parnham.
Yeah, finished well to place here last start. Was running on late. He just went down. He just couldn't get fair trucive on the line. Another one more bound and he would have got up. But look, he's had success at this track through some previous trainers, and he's got to be among the dangers, but another back marker.
Karanya Lass, the 11. Brett Matthews, Troy Turner.
Yeah, her form's been up and down this campaign. I thought she might have strung one together by now, but she hasn't. 20 starts for one win, and a question mark also over the trip here. We're going 1400, 14 and then up to 16, so Karanya Lass.
Armenius is the 12 here. Triple figure odds for this Brett Matthews prepared galloper, Alan Kennedy to ride.
Yeah, finished in the middle of the pack last start, Armenius. Up in distance today. That could be what she's looking for, Armenius, or he is.
And the final runner here is the 13, The Last Waltz. Went off at big odds last start and wasn't far away. Today you had to take a fair degree shorter odds, $13 at the moment for this Brett Matthews prepared mare. Craig Newitt already with a winner in here today in the Goldfields. He rides The Last Waltz.
Yeah, there's been market support for this one. Saw her in the yard. She's only small and sometimes just gets a bit lost in the run. But her effort last start was much improved. She had her form prior to that was only fair though, so just not genuine enough for me, The Last Waltz.
All right, that's a look at these runners as they at the mile start here at Kalgoorlie, and Tap the Go-Go, your favourite, at $2.50, which for a favourite today is actually pretty good odds because we have seen some very short horses, $1.50. A lot of these pike runners opened up earlier in the week. So a couple of them have gone down, but he has got 3 home so far today. Can he do it here with the favourite Crishane? Does it make your on-top selection?
Oh, definitely so. You've got the wizard aboard there, Brittany, and yes, they haven't been making ground, but you usually just leave all the luck and the confidence with him, William Pike. So I'm no doubt he'll take off early with Tap the Go-Go in this and make a sustained run at them. Hopefully we'll get some 3-wide cover train. On the 3-wide cover train, I should say. But I just thought the last start effort behind Swift Mirage and also the form, it just stacks up around Tap the Go-Go for this. It's well suited, I thought, from number 4, Highest Regard from the Darren McAuliffe camp, and he was down the track last start, but I think he's been able to turn this horse around since. We heard him on the radio say that it was his own wrongdoing in trainer error, so he's a leading hope, has to go in. Looked well and this or that is a run-on horse, so you've got to take on trust, but it was a good effort last start. And number 3, Gluten Free. So we go back to another on-pace horse from Kambana Lodge, which will park right up there, but again has to get the mile, which it hasn't won over 1,400 metres. So I've gone in a little tricky race here, 7, 4, 10 and 3 in the 5th leg, race 6 out of Kalgoorlie, Brittany.
All right, Crishane with Tap the Go-Go, who will have to defy the pattern of the day. Every leader has won here at Kalgoorlie, including in one of the races, Mitch Pateman taking off in a bit of a mid-race move and took up the running and ran away with it. So far it's been a day for the leaders. Tap the Go-Go, naturally a horse that settles back, will have to defy this pattern. We'll see if the mare can do it. Here's Darren for the call of the 6th.
Gluten Free goes up, walks on into its stall. Highest Regard led in by one of the attendants. Campaign is to join the line here. Club's colours worn by the rider of 12, Armenius, Alan Kennedy. So William Pike chasing winner number 4 aboard Tap the Go-Go. 275 fixed, 250 there on Tab Touch, the tote betting. As Karanya Lass prepares to move in with Harrelson, Nord Avenir, and the barrier blanketed Pro Zone is to come along. Iron Jack Kalgoorlie Gold Cup Day here on Saturday. Plenty to look forward to. Now Harrelson is going to be the last of them to move in. It's 270 tap the go, fixed 260 there on Tope. Harrelson goes forward. The red lights are blinking. Starter Neville Sly hit the button and let them go. They're racing now. Tap the Go-Go will get right back towards the tail end of the field early. First a jump from the inside. Scooter's Machine. Gluten-Free a jump quickly. Pro Zone is spearing across as well from Highest Regard, who's up there fourth. Settling down then came Campaign. Over on the outside of those going towards the back straight then. At the head of the others there over on the outside. Trapped a little wide going towards the back is This or That. And they're being followed further back by on the outside. Next of all, the last waltz has gone back into the field in company with Harrelson. Further back behind them, Nord Avenir, then Caranulass with the favourite bailed up on the fence. Tap the Go-Go. Scooter's Machine led them though when they leave the back, going along by the 850 by a length and a half to Pro Zone. Then on the rails came Gluten-Free. Highest Regard getting a good run but being heeled up a fair way out. A length and a half to Campaign, who's down on the inside. Arminius is also there in that group of horses with This and That. Then came the last waltz getting pushed right back on the inside, being followed further back in the field then by Harrelson, who's going around the outside now from the last waltz. Second from last, Caranulass. The favourite's got a mountain of work to do here. Back Stone Motherless coming into the home straight with 350 left to travel. At the top of the straight, Scooter's Machine, the leader from Pro Zone, who quickly draws level. They're two in front from Gluten-Free, followed further back by This or That. The last waltz is starting to weave its way through. Pro Zone's the leader. The last waltz cutting back towards the inside, coming with a run. Here's the last waltz right up against the inside. Gluten-Free out towards the middle. It's the last waltz though. Brilliant ride to get it home. The last waltz has scored. An absolute piece of genius by Newitt to get it there from Gluten-Free. Pro Zone, and then deeper out This or That, which has finished off well from Caranulass making ground. Further back behind those then, when they'd pulled up behind them, Campaign, Scooter's Machine, Nord Avenir, Tap the Go-Go, never got warm at all. Highest Regard back there with Arminius, and Harrelson is the last of them in. Brilliant ride. Craig Newitt boots home the second leg of a double, but he saved that one up, and that was a peach. Number 13, the last waltz. Craig Newitt for Brett Matthews. Just got in behind the slipstream of Pro Zone, and then he went whoosh straight back inside of heels over towards the inside and let it down. The patronised mare proving too good for them, and scoring from number 3, Gluten-Free, and 9 finishing third, Pro Zone. 13, 3, 9 and 10. This or That picks up fourth. The favourite Tap the Go-Go was well back in the field. Pike had the stick out at the 250 metre mark. Just seemed to run its races in patches but never ever fired a solitary shot. Half a length, 3/4 margins. 1:36.23 is the time. So it's becoming a good day for Craig Froggy Newitt as well. That was a great ride there to get the last waltz home for Brett Matthews. Raced by Mrs. S.P. Matthews by Patronised from Balmaressa, and ridden to victory by Craig Newitt. Second placing going the way of number 3, Gluten-Free by Gingerbread Man from Saffron Fire for Andrew Ingles. Mitch Pateman the rider for Peter Fernie. And number 9, Pro Zone, third in by Pro Art from Dark Horizon, Brett Matthews and Fiona Bell. So a great result here for the Matthews stable, with the winner and also the third place getter. 35.57 is the sectional time, but capped by a terrific ride by Craig Newitt, and you'd expect nothing less. Race 7, the Tab Touch Hannon's Handicap. The listed feature over 1400 gets underway at 4:50 this afternoon. Number 2, Neurological, is the scratching out of the feature race of the day.
I've got Craig Newitt with me now. Craig, already with a winner on today's program. You bring up a double. Firstly, you must be liking your time here in Kalgoorlie.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the stewards will probably read heat stressed after every race, but no, it's good. We're having a bit of luck and it's going really well.
The weather has certainly been turned on for you. It's a very, very warm day. Talk us through this one because, as Darren said in his call, it was a stroke of genius. Coming into the corner, we've seen no horses make ground all day. Was that in the back of your mind?
It was a little bit, and hence the reason I sort of just stayed to the fence. And she's only a little fragile thing, this, but she on a replay, she looks like she's got a good little turn of foot. And I was always relying on a little bit of luck, but once the run came, she showed that customary little dash at the furlong and got there in the end.
What did you see in front of you? The wall of horses, then you just keep finding gaps to keep darting in between?
Yeah, that was pretty much it. I sort of had half a dozen to probably 10 horses in front of me, and if everything opened up, she was always going to be hard to beat, but sometimes those can go against you, but she got the luck at the right time.
Congratulations on the double. Well done.
Thank you.
Craig Newitt, visiting jockey here in Kalgoorlie and making the most of the opportunities too. A brilliant ride there. The last waltz, we see the first horse of the day to make ground. Don't go anywhere because the next one is the Tab Touch Hannon's Handicap. It is the big one, and it's at the right time that we've seen a runner make a bit of ground. That's it from us for race number 6. We'll be back very shortly with race 7, the Hannon's Handicap.
Thanks for that, Darren. We've just witnessed the running of race number 6, the 5th leg handicap over the mile, taken out by the last waltz, making up ground near the inside, which was encouraging to see leading into the Hannon's handicap. The last waltz trained by Brett Matthews with visiting rider Craig Newitt aboard. To introduce proceedings, we welcome back Sam Brooke, who is the Vice Chairman of the Kalgoorlie Boulder Racing Club Board.
Thank you, Shane. Congratulations to the connections of the last waltz, Mr. Sam Matthews, Brett Matthews, the trainer, and our interstate jockey, Craig Newitt. I'd like to thank the sponsors of this race, Treasury Wines with Fifth Leg Wines. Treasury's been our contra wine contractor for a number of years now. It's great to continue the relationship with Treasury Wines. I'd like to invite forward, representing the connections of Last Waltz, Mr. Ron Brown, just to say a few words. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd just like to thank the jockey, the trainer, and all the people that are in horses. It's very hard to win a race, and I appreciate the people in the horse. Thank you very much.
Well, folks, the feature race this afternoon, it's the Tab Touch Hannon's Handicap at listed level over the 1,400 metres. An historic event. The scratching is number 2, Neurological. Take out number 2, Neurological. It leaves a field of 11 to face the starter, 120,000 at the judge. It comes up at 450.